Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you a very interesting game played between Bruno Parma and Carlos Bielicki. This game was played in 1959 during World Junior Championship. Now let's see what happened on the board. Parma started the game with e4 and c5 by Bielicki. Sicilian defense, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, and a6. Black goes for Najdorf variation. Bishop g5, e6, queen f3, of course f4 is the most popular move, but in the game we see queen f3, bishop d7, white castles queenside, knight c6, queen g3. We see the exchange of knights on d4 square, queen a5, bishop e2. Nothing special, both players are developing their pieces and are getting ready for the attack. Bishop c6, f4, finally f4 is on the board, h6, bishop takes f6, g takes f6. Though white managed to damage black's pawn structure on the king side, but there is nothing wrong with black's position. This is a very standard setup in Najdorf variation. These pawns are later going to serve as a shield for black king, and also black managed to gain a bishop pair. Queen h4, f5, e takes f5, queen takes f5, bishop d3, queen c5, f5. White is trying to exploit the fact that black king is still stuck in the center of the board and wants to rip open the center. Bishop e7, f6, bishop f8, bishop e4, now comes d5 and bishop f3. Well, instead of bishop f3, bishop takes d5 looks very interesting. If e takes d5, then rook e1 check. If king d7, then rook d1. White is starting to put pressure on d5, and then knight takes d5 check. And actually white has a strong compensation for the sacrificed piece, and the players have equal chances. But after d5, white played a comparatively passive looking move, bishop f3, and black simply castled queenside. Rook d1, rook d7, rook g4, king b8, queen e1, bishop d6. Black developed his last piece, although now this white rook is intruding inside black's 7th rank. But black's position is very solid, there is not much white rook can do. Rook c8, and already we can say that black has created a very dangerous threat. But overlooking that threat, Bruno Parma played h4. The pawn on h2 was under attack, that's why white moved it away. But it turns out that this is a fatal mistake and allows black to finish up white in style. Instead of h4, it was better to play rook g4 and stop d4 advancement, but in the game we see h4, d4, knight e4. Already white's position is so hopeless that it was better to give away a piece. If bishop takes f3, then knight a4. If queen c6, then g takes f3, queen takes a4. Although even in this case there is no chance for white to survive. But in the game after d4 we see knight e4, which allows black to finish up the game in style. You can pause the video and try to find black's next moves. Ready? Well, using the vulnerability of this c file, Carlos Bielicki instantly went for this devastating queen sacrifice on c2. Look at this beautiful move. King takes c2 is forced, and now comes bishop takes e4 double check, after which white resigned. Now if king d2, then rook c2 checkmate, or after bishop e4 check. If king b3, then this time bishop c2 is mating white king. A very beautiful queen sacrifice and a final checkmate. Look at this position. Thanks for watching, I hope that you enjoyed this game. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you in the next video.